We have news this week about a temporary exit at Space Mountain, and also the Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live debuted. We've got that and loads more news this week, so stick around for What in the World. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever it is when you're watching this, and welcome to What in the World, the show where we take a look at the last 7 days of Disney World news. Let's get on with this week's Magic Kingdom news. So we all know in Florida it can get hot, very hot, especially in the upcoming months. So to help out guests who want to enjoy the super party time dance party at the Tomorrowland Expo, Disney has installed a new canopy to help shade guests. This should help keep everyone cool, but I'm also wondering if Frozone could have helped out with that as well. Currently at Space Mountain, a new exit is in use due to ongoing issues with the walkway that leads you out of the attraction. The emergency exit is now the ride exit and takes guests into the backstage area at the east of the ride while work on the moving walkway is completed. The new exit is also lined with construction walls due to the ongoing construction of the Tron coaster. By all accounts, the walk back to Tomorrowland is quite a long one, and guests even have to cross the railway tracks which are manned by a cast member. When the train is ready to leave the Fantasyland station, the gates will be closed until the train has passed, but obviously this can cause a bit of backlog in the exit area while the guests wait. We can also see in this photo inside Space Mountain where the gift shop is, the walkway is also walled off. Currently we have no date for when the walkway work will be completed. Stage show Guardians of the Galaxy Awesome Mix Live debuted this week in Epcot's America Gardens Theatre. The show features characters from the movie including Star-Lord and Gamora, and also an alien band. The band brings to life many of the hits from both movies, which by the way, if you haven't heard them, are both brilliant soundtracks, with songs specifically chosen by James Gunn, the director of the movies. The basic story of the new show is that after saving Xandar in the first movie, Star-Lord makes a deal to bring an outreach program to Earth to share some of Xandar's culture. Luckily there was already a place with a similar mission, Epcot. So Xandar has sent some of their most talented performers to showcase their music. I guess it's lucky that Peter Quill visited Epcot when he was a child. Show times are 1:30, 2:30, 5:30, 6:45 and 8 PM, and the show runs until the 19th of August. Here's a little snippet courtesy of WDW Magic.
Okay, just stop. Who are you? My name is Peter Quill. Although, there's another name you might know me as, Star-Lord. Really? Alright, never mind. Look, the important thing is you can't keep playing that song.
Thanks to a WDW News Today reader this week, we got a behind-the-scenes look at some of the construction of the Ratatouille ride in Epcot. The guest was travelling via bus for a private event and took the photos around the back of the France Pavilion. At this point in the build, there's a lot of steel work gone up as we can see, but the other half of the building has still got to get off the ground as of yet. Eventually, further down the line, the back will be covered in a facade and a new French-themed street will be created that will lead to the attraction itself. All we know about the opening is that it will be sometime before 2021. First up in Hollywood Studios news this week, a quick reminder that Toy Story Mania will be opening back up tomorrow, which is the 19th of June, after being closed all of last week. The ride was closed so work could be completed on the new queue that will connect the existing attraction to the Toy Story Land side of the building, ready for when the land opens later this month. When the ride reopens this week, the existing queue will be used until the opening of Toy Story Land, at which point that exit will close and the new entrance around the other side of the building will be used. We can see in the concept art what the new entrance will look like, and also thanks to BioReconstruct on Twitter, we can see the current aerial view of how the entrance is coming on. Don't forget, once this new land opens, Pixar Place will soon become a backstage area. The closer we get to the Toy Story Land opening date on June the 30th, the more info we get. And this week we got a first look at the costumes the cast members will be wearing when the new land opens. It looks like these will be more general costumes, and we may see other costumes that are more themed to some of the rides and attractions in the new land. Let me know what you think of these new costumes below. With the release of The Incredibles 2 into theatres this week in the US, and then further down the line for us in the UK due to the World Cup, Disney debuted a new monorail wrap this week to help promote the movie. Monorail Orange has now been turned into the Incredi-Rail. We can see on one side of the monorail it has Frozone and Edna Mode, along with the logo for the new movie and also the opening date, along with another logo for Disney's Incredibles summer promotion. Whilst on the other side, we can see all of the Incredibles family. Have you guys seen the new movie yet? Initial reactions seem to be very positive and that it is very good, and I for one will be going as soon as it opens. There's been some confusion on social media this week about another monorail incident where one of the monorails lost power. So less than 6 months ago, one of the monorails had an incident whereby the doors opened whilst the monorail was in motion. This week's photos were posted to social media of the green monorail stopped with multiple windows removed and a child sticking their head out of the window. The initial report from the Instagram user who took the photo was that the windows had fallen out. However, later a Disney spokesperson confirmed that when the monorail was stopped during a thunderstorm and then towed into the station, it's actually normal procedure to unzip the windows for airflow into the cabins. Monorail Green was back up and running shortly after this and there were no further incidents. So we've mentioned before on the show about the new Disney app that's coming that will let guests get more interactive with the park than ever before. The app will let guests play with family and friends while waiting in the line and interact with some attraction queues. It will also have trivia and games that will bring stories to life in brand new ways. You can also earn digital collectibles, and it will also feature achievements earned for interacting with the app and in the park itself. The new Play Disney Parks app is available for pre-order on both the iOS and the Google App Store and is free. This week saw Disney debut both the poster and a new trailer for one of its classic movies which it has remade as live action. Dumbo sees Danny DeVito as a circus owner who takes on Colin Farrell's Holt, who is hired to take care of Dumbo, a newborn elephant who has oversized ears, as we all know, which makes him the laughingstock of the circus. When Holt's children find out Dumbo can fly, Michael Keaton, who plays an entrepreneur, and Eva Green, who plays an aerial artist, swoop in to try and make Dumbo a star. The movie is set for release in March 2019 and is being directed by Tim Burton. So, as usual to end the show, let's have a little merchandise update. This week we'll start with a Funko Pop set of the Enchanted Tiki Room featuring Pele and Barker, and this set is to celebrate the 55th anniversary of the attraction. There's no price yet, but it will be released on the 23rd of June. Next up at D-Tech On Demand kiosks, there is a new Soarin' Magic Band. Now I couldn't find a price on this, but I know it's definitely available at Disney Springs, Magic Kingdom and the Hollywood Studios kiosks. Sticking with Magic Band, a Walt Disney Treats Magic Band has surfaced this week, featuring ice cream bars, pretzels and more of your favourite treats. This retails at $22.99. The last new Magic Band we have this week is a Wreck-It Ralph band featuring 8-bit versions of both Ralph and Felix, and this retails at $22.99. Finally, in this week's merchandise, Disney will be celebrating Independence Day and also have plenty of options available for you to help celebrate it with Disney merchandise as well. The new Star Spangled Americana collection is red, white and blue and features Mickey and Minnie and does include a lot of merchandise. We can see in some of the newly released photos there will be mugs, cushions, drinkware, frames, tea towels, jumpers, scarves, backpacks, tees, caps, hats, Mickey and Minnie plushes, Dooney and Burke bags, and of course pins. That's it for another week's show from What in the World. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of The Incredibles 2 if you have seen it, as I am dying to see it. Now, if you did like this episode of the show, please give us a massive thumbs up, as that does help us out. And while you're here, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and also hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload of the show. Don't forget, you can find us on both Facebook and Twitter through the week with all the up-to-date news at What in the D World. And until next week, thanks for watching, and we'll see you real soon.